After years and years of waiting, we are finally within the home stretch of the Nintendo Switch 2. And the reason Nintendo Switch 2 Direct was absolutely phenomenal. Throughout the latter half of the Nintendo Switch generation, I've covered every Direct, and I plan to continue doing so throughout the Switch 2 generation.
But I think it's time we mix things up a bit, add a little pizzazz. So for each announcement, I'm going to give every single one of them a rating. Then after I've talked about every announcement, I'm going to find the average of the ratings I gave, and then we can use that to, in the future, after some more directs, we can compare and contrast each direct a little better. We'll have a little number to go off of, and we can say, this direct was great, this one fucking sucked.
This rating system is simple. I'll rate it one of 4 numbers, each meaning something different. 1 is a bad announcement, 2 is whatever, and it's one I don't care about, 3 is okay, but not the craziest thing, 4 is a cool announcement, and 5 is flipping out with excitement.
With that, let's go through the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct and see if I'm going to be buying the system at launch. Jesus. I simply have to go through a direct to know I'm gonna buy it at launch.
To start, we get a new direct intro, which will probably be the intro for the Switch 2 generation, and I like it. I mean, it's very colorful and appealing. And from that, onto our first game, the next new Mario Kart. And I gotta say, last year, I wasn't really wanting a new Mario Kart, and now...
oh my god, I was so fucking wrong.
This game looks phenomenal. The tracks look great, but past that, this is an open world Mario Kart, which is insane. The fact that these tracks are just a part of a large open world is crazy, and even though it's open world, you can still play it like classic Mario Kart with closed off tracks separated in cups. You can run Grand Prix and Knockout mode, which is a more classic mode where if you aren't a high enough rank, you're eliminated, and classic free roam, exploring this gorgeous looking world. There's so many cool things here, from new items, grinding on rails, jumping off walls, alternate costumes, online multiplayer, and free roam. This game looks absolutely phenomenal. Its name is revealed to be Mario Kart World, and it is confirmed to be a launch title, and I'm really damn excited for that. This game alone makes me want to Switch 2 at launch. I am genuinely so fucking excited for it. This is an amazing looking game, and the first announcement easily gets a separate direct is announced for it, which is also exciting, and during the announcement, we're introduced to our hosts, who are the director, producer, and design leader of the system, which I really love, and it's great how these are the guys who present us the Switch 2. Next, they reveal what this mysterious C button on the right Joy-Con is, and surprise, surprise, it stands for chat. Nintendo has created what's basically their own version of Discord. You can get in calls with other people playing not just the same game you are, but any game, and, well, talk. There's a mic on the system, and I assume you can plug in any USB-C mic and use that to talk. You can also share your gameplay in glorious 10 FPS, which is absolutely beautiful, and you can even buy a fucking camera accessory. Oh my god, this camera looks like ass.
Hello friends, I can't wait to beat you in this game of Mario Kart.
I may sound harsh, but please know I love this. This is all really silly, and I adore that. But past that, Nintendo implementing a voice chat feature is really cool, and I'm glad they're doing this. Sure, you can just use Discord, but this is a good alternative for those who don't use Discord. I give this announcement a... Next up, they announced Game Share, where you can share certain games with others, either on a Switch or Switch 2, and this is literally a modern-day equivalent to DS Download Play. What the fuck? It makes local play way easier when not everyone has to own the game to play together. This is an incredible feature to see, so it easily gets a 5. Next is a more focused hardware overview of the Switch 2, and these specs are so exciting. A bigger screen, higher resolution with the screen now being 1080p. The screen also supports 120 FPS, which is absolutely insane, and it also has HDR support. Not only that, but it can also output in 4K. The Joy-Cons are obviously redesigned, la-di-da, but it's great. I love how these look, and of course they have the mouse controls, snap magnetically, which is really damn cool. 3D audio support, the new kickstand, and even 256 gigabytes of onboard storage. Holy shit. I was expecting 128 gigabytes, so this was a very pleasant surprise. I'll be able to store more than 10 games on my system at a time. The dock is also much more advanced. As I said, it outputs in 4K and HDR, and of course backwards compatibility with both physical and digital Switch games. This was an amazing overview showing off the system, and it's gotten me so excited. So many things about the system are insane and just make me so excited to see what experiences Nintendo and other companies make for this system. This easily gets a... Then they announced another game, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. This is a cute little virtual tour of the Switch 2 that talks about various aspects of the system. It looks a lot like Nintendo's own Astro's Playroom, which is very cool. The issue with this game is that it's a paid game. It's not a free download or a pre-installed game, which is so weird. This would be the perfect little pack-in freebie, but no, you have to pay for it. Because of that, I have to give this announcement a... Next, they show off game cards. They're the same size as the Switch 1 cards, but red. Neat shit. They do read faster though, so load times and whatnot will be quicker. Then they talk about the micro SD cards, and yeah, Switch 2 only works with micro SD Express cards, so not any micro SD card will work. This is lame, but at the same time, this will ensure that downloading and loading games will be quicker, so at the end of the day, it's kinda whatever. They talk about how you can transfer games, la-di-da, and they show off the new Pro Controller. It looks very similar, but now with back buttons and a headphone jack. Part of me thinks it's a bit lame the controller is almost the same as the last one, but the Switch Pro Controller is so good, I don't really mind that much. Overall, I give these batch of announcements. They then announced the launch date of June 5th, which was expected, but very welcome. Only 2 months away, which is a crazy thought.
Also, look at this. I literally predicted this release date. I'm a fucking psychic, and you just shat your pants. Don't believe me? Go check. Oh, in the meantime,
Then they go over the types of games, typical Switch 2 games, Switch 1 games, and lastly Switch 2 Edition games, which are Switch games enhanced for Switch 2. And they go over a couple of them. First, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Jamboree TV Edition. It adds a bunch of new minigames taking advantage of the mouse, microphone, and even the fucking camera accessory. The camera use here is so silly, but I genuinely love it so much. It's such a 2010 thing, and I adore that. The important thing is that this isn't the only way to play the game. This is just a fun, silly side mode, exactly what something like this should be. It shows that Nintendo has a good grasp on how gimmicks should be these days. They should either enhance games or just be an optional side mode for fun. Gotta give this guy a 4. Next is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which are also enhanced, and holy fuck, higher resolution, frame rates, HDR support, oh my god. And with the NSO app, you can access Zelda notes, which adds a lot of fun little things you can do in the game. From seeing a map with Shrine and Korok locations, to giving you stats and even achievements, these make me so excited to dive back into Hyrule and explore them, which is just ugh. And announced separately, these upgrades are free with an NSO subscription, which is insane. I mean, this isn't easy. And Kirby and the Forgotten Land, same improved graphics and frame rate, but it also has some new DLC exclusive to this version, Star-Crossed World. This is really cool. I'm excited to finally play Forgotten Land in this version. And Metroid Prime 4 will get a Switch 2 version alongside the Switch 1 version. The Switch 2 version, outside of the graphical enhancements, also has mouse control as an option for aiming, which is so fucking cool. And Pokemon Legends ZA will also get a Switch 2 version. Thank God this game can look good when I play it. I really love these. It makes me excited to jump back into some games and experience new games in an even better way. Next, they show off another game, Dragon Drive, a wheelchair basketball game, which looks so fucking funny. Use the mouse controls to move, shoot, I mean basically everything. It looks like a really fun and silly sports game. I love it. Next, they show some third-party games coming to Switch, starting with, holy shit, fucking Elden Ring. This is huge. Starting with such a big current platform game is insane. I don't plan to play it here, but this being the first third-party Switch 2 game we see was so fucking exciting, so I have to give it a Hades 2, which is pretty cool. I don't really have much more to say. Street Fighter 6, oh hell fucking yeah. This was another unexpected pick, but also really exciting, and they even announced Amiibo for it. And a fucking Damon X Machina sequel, why not? Gotta give it a Split Fiction, definitely a cool pick, just not drilling over it. EA Sports announced they're bringing FC and Madden to Switch 2, and I gotta say, I actually enjoy some Madden every now and then, so this is actually pretty cool. Hogwarts Legacy, again, sure. You know what, I'm glad they're putting a good version of this game on Switch 2, but we can already play it on Switch, so I don't really care too much. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, neat shit. Hitman World of Assassination, hell fucking yeah, I love some Hitman, so this is definitely great to see. And IO also decided to announce a new James Bond game for Switch 2, which, sure, why not? Not much more than a teaser mimicking the iconic gun barrel intros, but still a cool announcement. Bravely Default?
Oh hell yeah! I was needing a bathroom break.
I don't really care, but not a bad announcement. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut? Hell fucking yeah. Not a Yakuza fan, but this is another game I'm really happy to see here. Then they take a break and show off a game being developed by Nintendo.
Koei Tecmo, so it's probably a Warriors game? Oh no!
Another Hyrule Warriors, cause the last one was so great, huh? Now, the biggest issue with Age of Calamity was the time travel making it a non-canon spinoff. This time around though, I think it'll be more so following the lore we know, including them fucking losing. This does look good though. I mean, I love Tears of the Kingdom, so I think this can be good as long as they get the story right. Overall, a... Then they show off a new NSO update exclusive for Switch 2.
Where can I pre-order this console?
GameCube games coming to NSO at the Switch 2's launch. Best of all, it's included with the expansion pack. 3 launch games are announced: Wind Waker,
Oh my fucking god, it's about time this happened. 3 years after it should've.
Soul Calibur 2, an interesting but definitely cool pick, and F-Zero GX. Look at that, guys, the entire F-Zero series is on Switch. Of course, online multiplayer with these games, and an in-app button mapping, which is a huge improvement. More titles to be added, holy fuck! And of course, a wireless GameCube controller. This announcement is easily a... On to more third-party games, Deltarune 3 and 4 finally. I'm not into Deltarune at all, but I know these have been a long time coming, so hell yeah. Borderlands 4, this is a big one as well. Another great third-party game launching on Switch 2 at the same time as other systems. And Civ 7, you know, hell yeah. It integrates mouse controls, which is very cool. And WWE 2K and NBA 2K are coming over, hip hip hooray! Survival Kids, this is where the stream froze for many, so fuck this game. Enter the Gungeon, neat shit. Star Seeker, whatever game for me. And Cyberpunk 2077, what the fuck? I gotta be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of Cyberpunk 2077, but I am excited to replay it here. And Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Oh fucking yeah. And a sizzle reel with a bunch of other upcoming games. I won't name them all, but a good batch of games including fucking Silksong? Hell yeah! And one last third-party game.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is looking really weird.
Nah, this is a From Software game, and not just that, it's an exclusive From Software game. What the fuck? This goes to show that Nintendo is not playing around. They got an exclusive From Software game, which is serious shit. I haven't played any From Software games, so I'm not drooling over this game, but this being an exclusive is such a bold statement, I have to give it a... Then Nintendo shows off Kirby, but not just any Kirby, fucking Air Ride, or more precisely, a sequel to Air Riders. Holy fuck. No gameplay, but Sakurai is back directing this, so I know we're in for an incredible game. And one last game, holy shit, a new Donkey Kong game, and not just a new Donkey Kong, but a new 3D Donkey Kong. This looks so fucking cool. I love how you can just demolish the environment, climb walls. This looks like if you took Donkey Kong and made a 3D platformer with him to his fullest potential. So much about this gives me Rare vibes, which is a huge win. An absolutely amazing looking game set for a July release, hell yeah. Lastly, they show off the 2 Switch 2 bundles, one with just the console and one with Mario Kart World. No pricing information though, I wonder why. And that concludes the Direct. Before I talk about the pricing though, let's look at the average score for this Direct. 3.75 was the average, and I think that's pretty fair for this Direct. There were a lot of great announcements from both Nintendo and third parties, showing that this console is gonna have a great launch lineup, and also a great lineup throughout its life of both Nintendo games and third party games. But let's talk about pricing. $450 for the base system, yeah. pricey, but I'm not entirely against it, because this console is way more advanced than the Switch one. A 1080p screen, 120 FPS support, HDR support, the Joy-Cons are magnetic and have a mouse sensor, the dock has a fan and outputs in 4K. I mean, compared to a regular Switch, this is quite the upgrade, so it's definitely on the pricey side, but considering what we get, I think it's valid enough. Now these game prices, what the fuck? $80 for fucking Mario Kart World? This is pretty fucking gross and hard to defend.
By the way, I'm fucking buying this console at lunch. Goodbye eating out. Hello Michelina's frozen dinner and Kroger brand root beer. Credit card debt? Here we come. Thanks for watching and good fucking night, Nicus.